Good day, everyone. This is Group 15's presentation on business conversation. By the end of this presentation, we'll be taking you through the introduction of business conversations, the importance of business conversation, etiquette and specific techniques for telephone communication, processes and techniques in planning, facilitating, and participating in productive meetings in face-to-face and online mode. Now, what is a business conversation? Starting with the key terms in this topic. What is a business? A business is an enterprising entity or organization that takes part in professional activities that are commercial, industrial, or others. There are types of businesses. There are profit-making businesses and non-profit-making businesses that take part in business for charitable missions. Now, what is a conversation? A conversation is an interactive communication between two or more people. Now, what is a business conversation? A business conversation is the process of sharing information between people within the workplace and outside a company. It is worthy to note that a business conversation is majorly performed through telephone and business meetings. Now, effective business conversations is the means through which employees and management interact to reach organizational goals, and the purpose is to improve organizational practices and reduce errors. Now, importance of business communication. Business conversations are important for various reasons, such as presenting options and new business ideas, making plans and proposals, that is business writing, executing decisions, reading agreements, selling and fulfilling others, successful selling, effective meetings, and providing feedback to employees and customers at large.
Telephone communication is an important aspect of business and personal communication. Here are general etiquette and specific techniques used to communicate on telephone. Number one, answer the phone promptly and politely. Whenever a caller calls, you have to answer promptly and politely so you can understand whatever the caller is saying. Two, identify yourself. You have to introduce yourself and the name of the organization you are calling. Three, listen attentively. You have to listen attentively to whatever the caller is saying so as to understand whatever is the information is trying to pass. Speak clearly. You have to speak clearly so the caller can understand what you are saying, and you avoid technical jargons whenever you are communicating. Be cautious. Be cautious with whatever you discuss with the caller, so the caller would not misinterpret your words and statements. Lastly, take notes. You have to take notes and listen to whatever the communicator is saying so that you can understand and also go back to it when the caller is. So you can be able to give proper feedback to the organization.
Specific techniques include one, active listening. This technique involves listening to the callers attentively and asking questions to clarify points. Two, tone of voice. Your tone of voice convey information including your level of interest, empathy, and professionalism. Pause before responding. It is important to pause before responding to your callers in order to understand the question they ask, so you'll be able to give them a specific response. Avoid multitasking. Avoid multitasking because this causes distraction, and it also causes lack of focus. Summarize the conversation. At the end of the call, summarize the conversation, the key points, and the action item that needs to be taken. Following the general etiquette and specific techniques help improve effectiveness and enhance professional reputation.
A productive business meeting are the ones that keeps you engaged, provide you with correct information, and give you a direction to achieve your goals and objectives. Face-to-face and online mode are the ways through which effective productive meetings are conducted. So, planning a productive meeting. Productive meetings, effective meetings or productive meetings don't just happen. They require a considerable amount of preparation and thoughts, such as what we ought to achieve from the meeting, what the meeting is all about, and the reasons for the meeting. Create the participant list, selecting the people that will attend the meeting and the number of people to attend the meeting. Determine the modalities. This simply means to determine if the meeting will be virtual or in person or combination. Establish roles, develop the agenda, select process tools, identify background materials, plan the meeting location and space.
Facilitating a productive meeting. The facilitator is the one who contributes to the structure and process of interaction so that all participants are able to perform effectively. Processes and techniques in facilitating a productive meeting include share the meeting agenda. A detailed agenda enables participants to prepare for the meeting in advance. Pay attention to who is not speaking in the meeting and look for ways to ask them questions, open-ended questions. 3. Establish the meeting purpose. Ask questions to facilitate conversation. Meeting facilitation aims to encourage discussion, collaboration, and shared decision making, so as to avoid one person solely dominating the meeting. Keep the conversation on track to avoid wasting time. Off-topic conversation are the biggest challenge for people in meetings. They waste time, therefore it takes less time and energy to prepare for the meeting.
While it is the responsibility of the meeting organizer to set the agenda, manage the time, and as well facilitate the discussion, the attendees of the meeting also have a role to play by ensuring that the meeting is productive and achieve its objectives. So some key processes and techniques in participating in productive meetings are, first of all, preparation. Before the meeting, you take time to review the agenda and any materials provided. Step 2, active listening. During the meeting, try to actively listen to what others are saying. This means that you should focus on the speaker, ask clarifying questions, try to avoid distractions and interruptions, and also paraphrase what others have said to ensure that you're on the same page. So to sum up everything, it's just saying that there should be a high degree of concentration on the speaker and try to not condone any sort of disruption or noise from the environment or your thoughts. Constructive feedback. When you are giving a feedback or suggestion, you should try to be constructive and respectful. Avoid criticizing others or their own ideas, and instead try to focus on offering solutions or alternatives. Use I to express your own thoughts and feelings, and stop making assumptions about others. Step 4, collaboration. Meeting is often an opportunity to work together towards a common goal. So you should look for ways to collaborate with others, share ideas, and build on their contributions. You should also be open to other different perspectives, and if willing, try to compromise if necessary.
Okay, and the last step in the process of participating in a productive meeting is follow-up. After the meeting, review the next step or the next action, follow up on others as needed, and also if you have any further arguments, suggestions or ideas, share it with the group members or the organizers of the meeting. In conclusion, by following these techniques of participating in a productive meeting, you can be sure of having a productive and respectful meeting.
Participating in a productive meeting in an online mode. Participating in a productive meeting in an online mode, first of all, requires an internet connection. There are various other extensive processes that involve participating in a productive meeting in an online mode. The first step is the preparation stage. This stage involves you preparing for the meeting by ensuring that you have the necessary asset details for the meeting, and also ensuring that the video and audio equipment are well prepared in order to avoid technical difficulties. Then the next step is the active participation. This involves you listening attentively, asking critical questions, and also submitting your ideas, and also avoiding any form of distracting activity. The next step The next step is engaging in the discussion. This involves you sharing your opinion and insight ideas in order to support the meeting. Staying on top, this involves ensuring that every information, idea, question pass through the meeting are relevant to the agenda, and also ensuring that if the discussion goes as if you should try to push the meeting back on.
Participation in productive meetings in online mode. I'm take notes, and we should learn to take notes while meetings are going on in order to keep relevant information and also follow up. Okay, so we should follow up on the notes taken and then provide feedback.
Participating in face-to-face meetings. Define the objective of the meeting. Before starting a meeting, there has to be a crucial reason behind it. This helps in meeting an agenda and it helps in communicating with the participants. Set a date and time that is convenient for all participants. Plan the agenda. Plan the topic and discussion point about the meeting. Prepare materials such as handout and presentation slides to help you ahead of time. Thank you.
My name is Ofodum Chisom Marion, and that was Group 15's presentation on business conversations.
My name is Ikumelo Omolola Rachel. Right, Onyechi.
My name is Agbola Ayofe Philip.
My name is Umana Miracle Victoria.
My name is Okimiri Anulua.
My name is Shima Victor Akachu.
My name is Omalaja Gbenga David.
I'm Adeline Jadekwejo Esther.
My name is Salaudin Ademola.
Thank you.